Say goodbye. Well, we were barely here, and we're saying goodbye already. Greetings. Welcome to this week's A Blog to Watch Week Live. We're just discussing the fact that I may have to disappear at some point during this recording, and whether that means we have to stop the recording. I think so long as I come back to stop it,
It's
like
like
at
you're
an
hosting a
appropriate moment.
party. If
Uh-huh.
you're hosting a party at your house and you
Mhm.
decide that you're done with the party, you
Oh,
can't just. I think
yeah.
that's how it works. It just begins and dies with you. So we need
they're,
your.
they're, they're the best parties. The ones where you start them, you stay there for the best bit. You have it at your house so that you don't need to go anywhere or bring anything because all the stuff gets brought to you. And then you go, well, I'm fed up with this. I'm just going out for a wee walk. Let them finish it. It just means you get to be there for exactly the point that you want to be, but you don't have to excuse yourself to the host leave. You can just disappear. Oh, we haven't seen it. We must be around here somewhere. They're good parties. I like those kind of parties. You do
And
your own thing.
now, because of the World Cup, we have some of those parties, those nice Scottish parties happening
Yes,
over here.
there are Scottish parties everywhere. Now, do you understand the traffic cone thing? Has that become part of the American mainstream?
I have yet to see them, and I think it might have to do with the fact that we have so many traffic cones in LA. Like,
Oh, right, okay.
probably, like, if you took all the traffic cones in Europe, it would
Mhm.
not be a fraction of what we have. So, I think Scotland might just be overwhelmed by the options. They're like, "Look at
Mm.
all of these. We've got the pointy ones, we've got these long ones, we've got
Uh-huh.
these ones that are bolted to the road. Okay, new challenge unlocked." Like, you
Uh,
guys might be just still trying to
That's
figure
not a
out
challenge.
which
Yeah,
to
yeah.
pull and what to put it on.
Mhm, mhm. It's true. I think the best reason for Scotland to making it into the later rounds of the World Cup, so we're playing Brazil tonight or tomorrow, which I think means Florida is now going to be subjected to the Tartan Army.
Oh,
I
you
would
mean
like
the Tartan Army is gonna be subjected to
it's just
Florida.
Florida. Yeah, it could go either way. I admit it. And then I don't know if we get into the later rounds whether we ever go to the like Seattle. I think that Seattle is Seattle not the Boston of the West Coast? It feels like
You
that to me,
no,
knowing nothing about the
you
subject.
guys will really like Seattle. It's, like,
Mm.
overcast there a lot, it'll feel really familiar, lots of rain, kinda on and off.
Listen, for those of you watching on the live stream or on the video, can you see what that is behind me? That's the sun. It's the
That
sun in
constitutes
Scotland.
sunlight. Where I live, I have to worry about having too much sunlight. We have to
Mhm,
check what the UV is that day, and
mhm,
currently, there's, like, the worst another fire of Los
mhm.
Angeles, and this one's like a refrigerant factory, so we had, like, solar panels and, like, spoiled food going up in flames and creating an absolutely horrendous smell throughout most
Well,
of the city.
it's forecast to be 40 degrees in the UK today.
I
40 degrees.
don't know what that means.
Scotsmen melt at 32. Well, I don't know
What are these in Fahrenheit?
I don't know. High, presumably 100 and something is my assumption, but I don't know. Anyway, there we go. Somebody can calculate it for us in the chat. We are an hour early, so the chat might be quite quiet this morning, but let's see how it goes. And Ariel will be joining us as soon as he sorts out his computer. But let's find out what's been happening in what's crossed the desk of David and Ripley in this weekend watches. David, what's on the desk? What's waiting for review? What's been reviewed but waiting to come out? You are muted, however, so none of it matters.
It's two articles. It's not just one. It's
Oh,
the Yachtmaster 42 in titanium from
okay,
Rolex that I
right.
revisit because I think it's the worst Rolex in a long
I
time,
was going to
and
say, has it
that
improved? Is the titanium now
no, it's
better?
still as terrible as it was originally, and I think that's worth a second look and some extra explanation.
Okay.
And then I will follow that up with the hands-on experience of wearing a fake version of that watch for a week
Right.
and
Okay.
and how that went. So
Uh-huh.
that's another 4,000 words that's already written. So it's a little bit back to front in the sense
Okay.
that it's I wrote the fake watch comparison, so I have
Mhm,
the real one and
mhm.
the fake one next to each other.
Okay.
The wearing experience and why this was such an unnerving experience
Uh-huh.
for a host of reasons. And
Uh-huh.
then I realized, okay, maybe I should just take a look at the watch itself. So yeah, yeah, a lot to read, a lot to look forward to, hopefully.
Uh, Ariel's asking if someone can let him in. Oh, there he is. He's on his way.
Nope.
We if you're there, Ariel, we're live.
I'm here now.
Good morning. We are. Good morning, Ariel. How are you?
As opposed to dead.
Well, I mean, yes.
You're
that's true.
starting the podcast in media res. You're already jumping into the conversation.
Exactly. So, David, so when you say do we mean it's effectively trying to be a one-to-one clone, or is it just that
Yes.
it looks a bit right? Okay, so I am assuming the issue was you were slightly more concerned about equally concerned about being mugged for both, but
No.
slightly more annoyed at being mugged for the fake one than the one that cost.
You don't get mugged for watches in Hungary.
Is
You know,
that
you can
not?
get into a
Okay.
brawl or something, but it's not gonna be for your watch.
All right, okay,
It's
so
gonna be for your face.
What you looking at?
What you're looking at. You know, that's basically it.
Okay.
Nobody cares what you're wearing.
Right. Okay, that's fair enough. Good.
Yeah.
And what's been crossing your desk or your inbox, Ripley, this week?
Well, I had a bunch of Swatch Scuba Aqua, the
Aqua.
plastics and bioceramic quartz diver-ish things.
Okay.
And when you have 4 of them all sitting on a
Ticking.
surface in a house, it's
Ever so slightly
deafening.
different.
It
Ever
is-
so slightly
Oh,
different timing.
It is deafening. Oh my god, none of them are synced. So it's 4 syncs just kind of in this perpetual
Yeah.
cascading.
Like a Rush concert.
Oh, it's so loud. Thankfully, Apple's AirPods Pro noise canceling is really, really good, and I
Alright,
found
okay.
I needed that in the same way I would to take a call in the casino floor of Las Vegas. So those have luckily been shipped back. I photographed
Okay.
them as quickly as possible and sent them right back to Swatch Group.
Okay.
Really cool watches. We'll get the full review working on that, but wow, 4 of them. I do not suggest buying more than one or keeping them all in the same place. It was
I mean,
Gonna
when the
say-
parcel company was handling this and all they heard was insane ticking, do you think there was any concern raised at UPS or FedEx or US Post? or
no,
whatever it
maybe
was?
if I sent one, but when there's 4, there's no one's put 4 bombs in a box. So like,
That's just
you know,
overdoing it.
yeah, they would all be synchronized. The bomb maker
Uh-huh.
would have done it better than this. This
Right,
just
okay.
sounded like probably some frantic hive of insects in there.
You
Right,
could just
okay.
pull the crowns out too, Rick.
Or to the back. Is it the back? Are we suggesting that Swatch need to employ more bomb makers to produce better watches? Is that your
No,
conclusion?
No, less
no.
bomb makers.
Less bomb makers, right,
that's
less
the
bomb makers.
problem.
I mean, is
It'd
that
be a
where bomb
terrible
makers
bomb.
get
You'd hear
started?
it in any room. You hidden bomb. You just what's that ticking that everyone can hear through the PA system at this
I mean,
point?
it's a good
Why-
question. It's a
Why
good question.
doesn't Swatch ever talk about it? And why doesn't anyone at Swatch is that why Swatch people don't last there very long? They can only handle the ticking for so many years before they're like, this is it.
You may be onto
That's
something.
exactly what it is.
But why doesn't Swatch make a minute repeater? So hear me out on this. All the minute repeater guys
It's
are
already
talking about-
repeating every second.
Yeah,
you
well,
want more?
we need to figure out how to amplify the sound and make it resonate. Those guys at Swatch have figured that out like beyond anyone else. It's a tiny movement.
Yeah,
3
screw
hands.
titanium cases, plastic cases.
Plastic
That's the
and
real answer to luxury
bioceramic
minute
at like
repeater.
41
Pretty sure Neil
millimeters,
knows that.
deafening. It's going to sound like the real Westminster chimes.
Yes. Now, David, is there a reason you don't have any video on just now? Because I'm getting messages from Riverside has updated and it's a mess.
I do
and
have a video on.
David's video is telling me you're recording on a brand new track, which makes no sense to me. So what I might get you to do is just to log off and log back on. That's it.
He's way ahead of you.
Way ahead of me. Ahead of me. as
Way
usual.
ahead of you.
So I think it leads to an interesting question of bomb making and the intersection with
Panerai.
watchmaking. With
You're really
Panerai.
working hard at getting us more audience
Not
members.
wearing a Panerai. I know, shock.
Another
Uh,
brand known for oppressively large cases. But,
Yes. So, do you think the skills exist in the general world of bomb making to be able to link a analog ticking clock up to an electronic device? Like, can you actually buy those sort of things nowadays, or is it all gone Apple Watch? You don't. This is it. You don't see Apple Watches being used in the movies. That's probably because Apple would sue the movie maker
No,
for
the
it. But,
F91W though was frequently
oh,
used in
yes.
bomb making because
Yep.
Casio so reliable and so affordable that
Okay.
anyone around the world for an improvised explosive device could source one of those and use its fantastic. At the time they had countdown timers. That feature's since been removed, but this module still exists with it, and you can get other cheap entry level models that have them that you can even unlock by like soldering a little thing on the circuit board.
Okay. David,
But-
do you think it sounds like Ripley knows too much about this subject? As soon as he got into you
Sounds
need
like
to
it. I
solder,
mean,
you
you
need to
sound like a
solder X to
discerning-
Y.
A discerning bomb maker, it's just
You know,
no
if
delays.
the four of us in a lineup, which one is the average member of the public picking as the urban terrorist?
The one with the baseball cap,
yeah,
always. That's easy. I mean,
exactly,
it's all the 90s action movies, isn't it?
I
And the-
feel very
and the
disappointed that
cave.
Casio is quietly taking away this countdown timer from its
I
most
was going to ask
inexpensive watches.
this is
I'm hurt on a
extraordinary.
personal level now. Not that I ever use this feature, but I feel like
Well-
it's a crucial element.
I think it competed against some of their higher tiered models because they love to stratify
Mhm.
their watches from like the F91W all the way up
Japanese
to
brands?
all the way up to solid gold G-Shocks. And so within that, you were having these models that had all of the features of a more premium model. And maybe it wasn't as nice, didn't look as cool, but it had all of the same modes and functionality and alarms and stuff. And so they kind of intentionally nerfed those to make it more clear that, hey, this one's $20 and this one's $40 for a reason. But it's
And the
cheaper for
reason
them
being
to
it's
have
got a
similar
countdown
chips.
timer.
Did you notice? I shared this years ago, but people were taking F91Ws and modifying them to
Mhm.
add new features to it. So you can actually add that functionality back in, Rick, if you really want it.
I assume because it's exactly the
awesome.
same chip, it's just some of it's being initialized and some of it's just
Well,
not.
Some people were replacing them with like really little computers, so it's basically almost a smartwatch in there. The F91W is like the Honda Civic of watches. It's you can do
Mhm.
anything to it. You want 1,000 horsepower, you want it to have a step tracker. Probably someone's done it.
Good stuff. Ever modded an F91W yourself?
I mean, define mod. Actually, maybe the Seiko mod's the Honda Civic, but either way,
Okay.
I've modded a couple.
He's already in court for bomb making.
just
Define
making-
modding.
I was just trying to sneak it in there. It says, "Can I get you to confess to a
Funny.
crime live?" Anyway, right, good
No,
stuff.
no. What's a fun one that anyone can do is if you take the back off, maybe even when you're just changing the battery in it, and
Mhm.
you can take the little module out and take a colored piece of like transparent screen and put it in there and change the colored face of it.
Okay. That's how you want to spend your afternoons. Great. Right. Let's have a look at this article from Ariel. Oh, Riverside have moved all the buttons at the bottom of the screen. So how do I do this now? Let's hope that this is still the same. Yes, there we go. According to Ariel, the definition of independent watch brand is actually about decision autonomy. Okay, so is this? I've not read the article yet, so you're gonna have to give it.
Great way
all
to start the
credit
conversation.
Great way to start the conversation. Yeah, not had time.
Not read the book, but
Not read the book, but let me interview you about the book. Is this purely a discussion about is something an independent brand, or do we start off in the whole kind of what is a micro brand, what is a brand, how do these things intersect? Give me
I'm
the
not-
literally too long didn't read because it is too long and I haven't read it.
Well, thank you for giving me the opportunity to provide an elevator pitch, Rick. First of all, the word independent is used probably more than any other term to describe
Mhm.
watch brands. People
Okay.
self-assign it, they self-describe it. And
LGBTQ independent.
something like that. And I've noticed that for about 10 years now, independent has meant nothing.
Mhm.
So what I try to do is I try to say, hey, independent sounds great, means nothing. What did it used to mean? What are brands trying to insinuate by it? And then I end the article by discussing what I think independent really means. And it's not really about ownership. It has to do with whether or not the people in charge get to make decisions. So the CEO, do they call the shots? Does the designer watchmaker get to decide what the design is and what to make next or who to sell to?
Mhm.
So a non-independent brand takes orders from someone else and has to be beholden to them rather than who they're dealing with. An independent one, ostensibly, whoever you're dealing with calls the shots about something. Of course,
Mhm.
there's scales and degrees of independence, right? You can't be completely independent or completely not independent. But this is how I think people should think about it. I think this is what they mean. And a lot of it has to do with the mentality of the buyer. People who buy watches, especially expensive watches, see themselves as being independent individuals. So independence is also a marketing term because it tries to connect with the mentality of the buyer. They're like, I'm an independent man. I want to buy from an independent company. So that's really one of the reasons why this term is used so much and why I think this notion of decision making autonomy is the right way to define it today in circa 2026. Was that short
Okay.
enough for you?
That was a lovely. So give me an example of a brand where people talk about it being independent, but actually, in your definition, in your world, it's not, or vice
I
versa.
I don't
One that
really know if that I'm thinking about a specific brand. I mean, it's used all the time. Mostly brands say it about themselves.
Mhm,
Usually people are like, I don't really know what it means, but I like those events which brands show up and I can talk to people,
mhm,
right? Like that's kind of as far as people think about it. But they see this word independent all the time and they're drawn to it. And yet it's another instance of a word in the English language that people use and don't really think too much about that marketers have adulterated in various ways.
mhm,
So,
mhm.
I mean, you bring up a brand that people think is independent or not, and I'll tell you if it is or it isn't.
Okay, so well, let's do that then. Let's get a list of brands.
Please don't choose the
Uh,
picker. Please don't
Yeah,
use the
do
picker.
not do that's not the way
no,
to do
no,
this.
I was well. You know what? It probably is, but I'm going to save that for later in case there's time. Let's go to the blog to
Well,
watch.
let's look at
It's
Audemars Piguet because on the screen there's an Audemars
it,
Piguet watch. Now, Audemars Piguet,
mhm,
you talk to a salesperson, there's no independence there. That person has
mhm,
no ability to sell you the watch you want.
mhm,
Okay. There's a CEO of the brand
mhm,
who I don't even know what decisions they make to work
uh-huh,
with Swatch, right? Like, I don't
yeah,
know what they actively do. Do they hire people? They're definitely not designing new watches. Audemars Piguet has a tendency, or I guess a reputation for that matter, of being difficult to get watches from and unclear sort of how to work with them. So I would say that even though they are maybe independently owned, it's a group of people that own it. There's a bunch
mhm,
of decision makers. Most people in the company have no independence or autonomy. I guess they don't. I mean, they own various other types of companies, suppliers, and things like that. They just don't seem very independent for me. Maybe under
uh-huh,
other definitions they are. Maybe Audemars Piguet gets to make decisions for itself, but look at the decisions it makes. No one's very excited by its decisions.
uh-huh.
So I would argue that even though you can make certain arguments the alternative, it's not a brand that's independent. It certainly doesn't behave that way.
I did see a report just on the subject that the Royal Pop has disappeared from all Swatch stores. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know
What do
if
you mean
you're
disappeared?
as in like it's just not for sale anywhere. But I don't know if that's true. I don't know if anybody in the chat can tell us.
Whatever
I don't know
happened
if
to
you
being available for months and months? So
Well,
exactly.
specific.
I heard that they decided to hold off supplying inventory because they needed to figure out a way to do it in a manner that was going to probably not cause all of their in-store staff to quit. I think they No, I'm serious. I think there's just like
Uh-huh,
perpetually people like lining up and queuing. Like they're
uh-huh,
not getting that many. So when there's just
yeah,
hundreds of people, then every single
mhm,
day you've just got this like zombie horde outside trying to get it in, and then you say no, and then they're there the next day. And
mhm.
so I think they're trying to figure out a better way to do this, or wait till some of the hype comes down or
I
something.
have a
But
theory.
Called the internet.
They're they never wanted this to be something which was on sale all the
Mhm,
time.
mhm,
And I think there's a legitimate concern among Swatch that this is pulling away too much attention from Swatch.
mhm.
This is like very high in their list of concerns. People are coming to a store asking for a different brand. That's not good.
Have you
So,
got the other Let's all go into Swatch store and just ask for random other brands.
do you guys sell Royal Oaks? Not Royal Pop. Do you have the Royal Oak? Um, so I think that Swatch is somewhat concerned, either legitimately or not,
Mhm,
that from a branding and marketing perspective, it's too much of the wrong type of attention.
mhm. So I was going to ask the question: is Swatch more of an independent brand with Hayek in charge than AP is with Ileana is Ina Resta in charge? Which is
Ilaria.
Ilaria. So
Um,
is Swatch, because it's so dominated by a personality, actually quite an independent under your definition? Because whatever he says goes.
Look, I could not tell you the name of a human being that makes decisions at Swatch.
Okay.
None of the Hayeks actively oversee Swatch, at least not that I
Right,
know.
okay. Uh-huh.
Okay?
Okay.
Maybe they do a bit, but I've never seen anyone say, and X Hayek made this decision at Swatch or decided this or anything like that.
Okay.
I guess Nick Hayek in some way, but I don't think so. So I don't think that it's clear who makes decisions there. For independence to work, there needs to be a known decision maker. I don't think you can have a hidden decision maker and be independent.
Okay. So there's
So,
on the
you know what I
screen
mean?
now. Yeah, no, I don't disagree. On the screen now is the blog to watch, Picker Wheel of Death, which is basically a list of every watch brand ever
Ah.
covered in the universe. So as I scroll down these, point out ones that you think are independent versus not that you might think. So there you go. There's Anne Ordain, independent, one guy basically in charge. What else are we saying? There's the A's, the B's, anything. We're going to go all the way through, so you better engage
There's
with
a
this.
lot. No, there's a lot. There's a lot on here, but like, I mean, I think there's sort of two different types of independent. You know, there's some of these that are very, very small, like one man shop
Yeah, yeah.
passion projects. And then there's
The big
also
ones.
price point, you know.
Okay. So Breitling, one guy in charge, but not independent. I mean, the people who are paying for it aren't really engaged in watches. So there is one guy.
Breitling, I
who's
wouldn't
doing
call
his
that
thing.
independent.
No.
Was
Chapek.
it private equity owning
Yeah.
it? I mean, come on.
Okay. But they're not making
Independent?
but they're not making the decisions. They're just
Really?
making, they're just
Does it
providing.
look that
Okay,
way?
yeah, fair enough. Actually, yeah, I take that all back. Chapek, independent.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's on the spectrum, it's way more independent.
Doctor,
Christian Vander Claw.
Yeah, I'm just curious
there.
about. I'm curious
Look,
about
none
the
of
brands.
these people make all of their stuff. They all
Yeah,
have
yeah.
suppliers. They all rely on others.
De Bethune, independent or not?
No,
Owned
how are
No,
they
by
no,
independent?
very much not independent.
So unbelievably not. They're very dependent, highly
Okay,
dependent.
highly dependent. But now you're describing an attitude rather than a corporate structure. This have a dependency culture.
I think it's a shorter list if you go by those who actually are, as opposed to asking, whether any of these are. It's just have Ariel point out the 4 brands that actually are independent.
But,
okay,
but
Ariel,
it's almost
okay.
like a goal. It's almost like
4,000.
it's almost like something they strive for. It's like someday we'd like to be communists. Like they don't actually ever achieve it.
Okay, FP Journe.
Nobody actually achieves it. Not even communism, but yeah, I guess.
Never. They never have.
I think David is probably the expert on this subject.
I like how communism is a recurring theme on this podcast for no obvious
Say,
reason.
we just yes, we're always desiring the thing.
Has a
Communism. Our
gravitas to
watches
it.
don't break that often.
Yeah. Okay. So Grand Seiko.
No.
No.
How is that independent?
Well, I don't know, that's what
again,
I'm
you're
asking.
choosing like the least independent brands. Seiko, Epson
Moser.
Corp. Like they
Moser. Would you consider Moser to be an independent watch brand?
I mean, they're independent from other brands except the ones they own.
Ariel, for someone who's written an article about it, you seem to be actually not able to articulate a brand that is independent.
If
of
you
any
are,
scale.
if you have a relationship with one of the Milan brothers, okay, you're working with
Okay.
independent brand. If you just
Okay.
go into one of their like third party dealers and say,
Mhm.
I demand you sell me this, no, you're
Mhm.
not dealing with independent brands.
Okay. Right. I think I see where you're coming from. So is it to do well, let's find another example then. So we're in the J's. There's no good brands in J except JLC.
Look, you go to one of these shows, one of
and
these
Shapiro,
wind-ups,
I think
and you
that's
meet
probably a
okay, you
J1
meet
that
you
varies
again, not independent, but you could talk to him and he could make you a watch. You
Okay.
can have an independent brand experience with them.
Okay, so Mula Glasshuta.
I don't know anymore.
You don't know. Go back and read it. I just don't
Really
know.
not
Don't
sure.
know.
I don't even know anymore.
I don't know.
All
Good
right.
stuff. Excellent. Right. So let's leave the does it matter? Right? Does it matter if a brand is independent? Or what are the advantages to either them or you as the consumer for having a brand that's independent? Or is it
It's
just
similar
purely
in
a
the food
definition?
world to the terms natural or maybe organic. Consumers
Organic, right?
want
Okay.
it.
Mhm.
And everyone likes to claim that their food is natural. But what does that
Okay.
even mean?
Fair enough.
So I think the issue is that consumers feel tempted by this. They feel like this is a
Mhm.
badge of honor or some type of description that adds value to the brand or the product. So every
Okay.
brand wants to be independent. So we're trying to give people tools on how to identify, again, what is and isn't independent and how to evaluate it. There's probably no brand which is truly 100% completely independent.
Okay.
Maybe like a Roger Smith doing, his thing, but still he's
Yeah.
getting some parts. The point is, if you think about it in terms of, does the person I have a relationship with call the shots there? Then you
Mhm.
realize I'm dealing with independent or I'm not.
Okay. Right, let's look at a watch. Let's look at this watch, which you yourself have reviewed, Ariel. This is the new from Tudor, the Bumblebee. Seems to have got away from. Has there been a lot of colour recently? A lot of nicknaming coloured watches. Can't recall any for a while. Rolex didn't really do very much that got them a nickname, but this has got a nickname from Tudor, the Tudor Bumblebee. Tell us about this. Is a 39 mil
So
Tudor really what we
that's
want?
the term that Tudor gave it themselves. Like that's not a collector's
Yes,
term.
Rolex
Like, they
would never do
decided-
that. It's yes.
No. I don't think when I look at this, I don't think Bumblebee, but whatever. They want to do it. They call it that. I think of the Transformer Bumblebee, okay?
Yeah, no, that's what.
So for a long time, people have wanted Tudor to come out with a new chronograph. They have one chronograph right now, I believe, and that's the Black Bay Chrono 41. They just came out with the Black Bay Chrono 39.
Yep.
It's not a completely new watch, but in a lot of ways it is, because the people that wouldn't wear the 41 might wear the 39. So there's a new group of people that could be into it. It has the same movement, which is a good movement. And so really what's, I guess you could call exciting here, is the slimming down. The 41 does not sound big, but it was like the largest wearing 41 you've ever worn. Very thick. Someone said it had slab sides, which I agree is a good description. And it just didn't wear like a nice classic watch in the sense that a lot of people want from Tudor.
Mhm.
And Tudor has this problem with other watches too, but over the last several years, they've been slimming stuff down in a pretty, I guess you could say, meaningful, satisfying way. So now they've created a Black Bay Chrono that wears sort of similar, I would say, with sort of an arm's length distance from the Rolex Daytona, which is really what people have been wanting. They've been wanting a lower priced Tudor version of the Daytona. And I guess for lack of a better term, that's what this is. This wears similar. Daytona's 40 millimeters. Daytona's a little bit thinner.
Mhm.
This is a little bit narrower. It still it has the screw down crowns. For me, that's really the number one like sort of call to the Daytona, because what I love about the screw down crowns is they're so unbelievably obsolete, right? It's like even more obsolete than like a manual, helium release valve, but it's just
Why?
totally there for style.
No.
No,
I,
the screw down crown.
No, I want screw down stuff. I mean, that's peace of mind. I wouldn't want.
But you can engineer
chrono.
water resistance without it. That's my point.
But you cannot engineer peace of mind. That's
Okay.
I wouldn't trust the chrono
Panerai,
with, like. I don't trust Panerai at all with anything. Let alone
Okay,
water
David wants more locks on the doors. Tudor's there
Yes.
for him.
That's
Okay?
communism
Thank
for you.
A three link bracelet, which is better than the other 3-link that was available on the Black Bay Chrono. The Black Bay Chrono had more strap options than I think any other modern Tudor I know of.
Mhm.
Multiple bracelets, multiple straps. Like there's the Boon. There's just so much strap options for it. This is yet another 3-link bracelet. Probably the best one. Thinner, has a true micro adjustment in the bracelet, not just a sort of little fold out thing. Not everyone's into the black and yellow. I understand that. And it's pretty clear that Tudor is going to come out with more colors eventually. As they, wanted to get attention for this, it makes sense to sort of start with a bright poppy color in the summer, get people excited about it, make this hard to get. And then before we know it, there'll be a white dial, a black dial, a blue dial, whatever. We don't know if they're all going to come out at once or stagger them out. We have no clue.
Boris, it's in the chat. Remember, you can join in the chat on the live recording the show around about 8 o'clock on a Tuesday morning, although this morning it's 7 o'clock for reasons. Been suggesting in the chat, this is the Big Bird, the Tudor Big Bird. I like that. That's much nicer than the Tudor Bumblebee, the Tudor Big Bird. So, although
Wouldn't it be the little Big Bird?
Oh, Tweeter, the little big
Bird 39.
Tweety, was it Tweety Pat? Who was the little bird? Is it in Peanuts? There's a little yellow
Tweety?
bird.
No, that's Looney Tunes.
Yeah, but there's also, it's not a little yellow bird in Charlie Brown as well. It's not a little yellow
Yeah.
bird.
Woodstock.
What's that called? Is that Woodstock?
Isn't he white or something? Or is it yellow?
Or
I
is it
don't know.
yellow?
I think he's yellow. Yeah,
Oh,
Tudor
whatever.
Woodstock and Tweety Pie. Is it Tweety Pie? I made that up.
We're
No.
getting so
Bird
sidetracked
With a
here, Jesus.
cat that's
The
trying.
one- yeah,
Anyway,
there's-
right, okay.
yeah.
Anyway, right. So, what is the movement in this watch then? This is the same movement.
It's the MT, I want to say 5813 or something like that. This is the movement that was originally the Breitling B01
Right,
that was
okay.
turned into the Tudor movement. It's a good movement. It's got
Mhm.
a column wheel transmission, vertical clutch, silicon hairspring.
Mhm.
It's pretty durable. It's very good to use. It's a nice movement. I thoroughly enjoy it.
Do you know what
I-
bothers me about this watch though? This
Aluminum.
is just proof that the 41
Hey everyone,
version,
Ariel.
the 41 version could have been thinner this whole time. Like
Yeah.
they wanted to make it that thick intentionally. Like if this was a completely new movement, I'd be like, okay, well, they had to, they engineered a new chronograph movement because they realized they needed a thinner one. All this tells me is that for years we could have had a thinner 41 millimeter chronograph, but they said no. It should absolutely be a cheeseburger with flat sides. We're going with it.
Yes.
Sylvester and Tweety Pie, thank you, Borisich, in the chat. I haven't looked at the price of this. Am I going to be happy with the price?
Yes.
Yes. So is it a nice
no.
price? Is it kind
Oh,
of
no.
five-ish thousand? 4-ish thousand?
It's only 30% more than it was a few years ago.
Really? Let's go down and find out.
Yeah,
what the
it's
price
quite
is.
high, I think.
6,700. So what's that in
That's
Yeah.
not
actual
bad
money?
for the movement. Let's take a step back and see what's the cheapest Breitling with the BO1.
Mhm.
Like that other than this compared to its 41 millimeter counterparts. Let's find another. Actually, let's be fair. Seiko does have a vertical clutch column wheel automatic chronograph that you'll get for like half this price. But
Mhm.
for within the context of like this BO1 architecture movement, this is actually fairly competitive.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm off to Joma Shop to browse Breitling's B01s. I know that's a totally unfair comparison, but 50 off. Immediately, I'm looking at an Avenger for 3,750. A Chronomat, hey, a pretty good looking Chronomat for $6,000, $5,000, $5,000. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
maybe Breitling is Tudor's best enemy at this point with all this heavy discounting and backdoor
Yeah.
sales.
Joma Shop's not a place we spend enough time, I feel. But there we go.
It's catastrophe
Switch.
tourism, basically.
There we go. There's the joys of Joma Shop. While we're talking about price, we actually had a result last week. Can you believe it? We got a reasonable reply from Vacheron Constantin about the
Oh, it
price
was a
of that
fluke.
watch. We did actually get a genuine response on WhatsApp from them going.
Did they just link to our website?
it was a circular process. No, they gave us the price. They said I think it was $230,000 or something.
Their
Whatever it
AI
was.
has read our article and then linked to it.
It's gone to
That
the
would have been
website.
pretty funny.
It's listened to the podcast and it's played the game of guess the price of ... So there you go. 20% off.
I updated the article with that.
I don't think Joma
information.
Shop has enough pop-ups.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's certainly pop-up heavy. But there we go.
it
right.
says you're still eligible for $20 off, but I read you're still begging for $20 off. That's what my eyes read.
I get.
I
I
don't
don't,
want your
know how I got on their
$20.
list. I get minimum of 3 or 4 Joma Shop emails a day.
Uh-huh.
A day.
Oh, that's bad.
I have
Have you
no
ever
idea how I
shopping for
got on the list.
luxury?
Never signed up for it.
I was going to say, have you ever bought anything from Joma Shop?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think
No.
I have either.
I just want to buy a crate of watches. They should have like the sale of like 100-pound crate of watches. And
Like,
you
what
want to
did
buy
you
them
don't know
by
what you're
weight?
getting. Yeah,
Yeah, like
I
what
need
did you...
200 pounds of watches. I don't
secondhand
care what it
clothes.
is. 200 pounds.
yeah,
Ah,
just
it's-
whatever it is.
Yeah, it's like you get that on eBay where you buy like a job lot. That's what they call it, isn't it? A job lot of watches. Just job lot. Just always buy a job lot. Whatever's going. Ariel, 50 pieces in
Yes.
platinum. The A. Langen Zona Lange 1 Tourbillon Perpetual Calendar Lumen Watch. Hands on.
Lange's okay giving prices now. They're not weird about it.
Not
Same
weird
company
about
as Vacheron, yet
Not as weird. Is it a German thing?
I
They really
mean,
like numbers. So
I said to Vacheron, I was like, you know that within hours of this being announced, someone in Europe is just going to tell the price to someone else in Europe. It'll go online. And this whole weird game you're playing about not having the price and not being able to get it just blows up. And you know what they said? Yeah, we know.
Have you gone back? Have you gone back to them and said, by the way, we just asked your online
we know
WhatsApp
the
group
price.
what the
You
price
just told me
was?
now. I didn't know that until
Yeah,
now.
so I
You
suggest
want
go
me
back,
to?
go back to them and
Yes.
say, we
Angry
actually
email
just
94.
angry email. Just say we. Let's see if I can find it. Vacheron Constantin. There we go. Let me see if I can hide all the rest. Can you hide all the rest of the chat on WhatsApp? How do I do that? No, that does not work.
I know, we
There's
believe you.
barely
You
a
don't, need to, you
longer.
don't need to prove it.
Yeah,
I just
so
think it's
Yeah.
I literally wrote to them, "Can you give me the price of the new?" This is how sensible they are, because the question wasn't terribly sensible. Can you give me the price of the new 70-day Power Reserve watch? I wear them in 60 days rotation, so this
Yes.
would be a perfect. I wrote edition. I meant addition. They replied, "Good morning!" Exclamation mark, because they were happy. It was the morning. They made it
Ooh,
through
a customer.
another tough night. They made it through another night. Sorry for the delay in responding. Bear in mind, the delay in responding was 1 hour and 3 minutes.
that's a long
I-
time.
Too late. I'm not
I'm
buying
okay
it.
with that.
Acceptable.
I'm okay with that. They're busy people at the WhatsApp receptionist at Vacheron
That's
Constantin.
hysterical.
Good morning. Explanation. Sorry for the delay in responding. The new traditional twin beat perpetual calendar, you know they cut and pasted that from somewhere. They didn't type that out. The new
I
traditional
didn't type it
twin
out for the
beat
article.
perpetual
Like, yeah.
calendar is valued. Interestingly, they say valued. It's not
Ooh.
priced at. Is valued at $286,000. Now,
Fancy
I
speak.
wonder if possibly they've read the wholesale price and not the retail price, because they've said it's valued
No.
at. So maybe it's more.
What
than
if
this.
I value it at 65k? Then is that the price?
Shall I go back to them? We can start a
That's
whole.
how
I
I
mean,
value it.
now, well, maybe we need to continue this conversation. I think we
Yeah.
need to continue. It does.
Let's haggle.
Yeah, let's haggle. Fools up. It does indeed sound like the perfect choice for you with its 70-day power reserve. Another exclamation mark.
No
Do
way
you
they
have-
said it.
Do you have more questions about this beautiful creation? Oh, I think we do. I think we do.
Is this AI or person? I'm still not sure.
I don't know. We're going to carry out the Turing
Why would AI
test.
take an hour to respond?
We're going to carry out the Turing test on the Vacheron Constantin WhatsApp group, WhatsApp chat. So, what should we be saying? Let's continue this. We can do this. We can at least get
Start
a couple
telling them the
turn.
59 other watches in your collection.
No, we need to. So, I think David's, but I don't value it. If I value it less than that, well, is there any wiggle room? Because if it's AI, they're not going to understand what wiggle room means. Is
If
there
I
any
pay in
wiggle
cash,
room?
It'll know what wiggle
Oh,
room means.
Zimbabwean dollars.
Do
Do
you
you
ex-
accept?
Do you accept Bitcoin?
No,
we need-
Dogecoin or choose some crappy.
No,
old
it needs to be
altcoin.
sensible enough that we might get an answer back. We need to confuse either the AI or the poor summer study student that they've sat in front of the WhatsApp.
A personal
don't we leave
shopper
this
for a
channel
Hungarian
open?
oligarch.
Oh,
Can
there
you
we
do
go.
250?
No, we're gonna need to ask them a price in the future. Let's keep that in their good graces.
Yeah, we
Okay.
literally. This is our back channel to reach.
Yeah, this
by,
is our
okay?
back channel.
This is it.
You're some rich,
Oh,
you're
Cat-
some
well-
rich oligarch who wears watches on a 60-day
Are you
rotation.
able? So there we go. So I just say thank you. So I apologize. Sorry, it has taken us a week to come back to you.
I was trying to decide
Thank-
which new jet to add to my collection.
Thank you
We'll be in touch
very
shortly.
much for your help.
Will you take payment in barrels of hay?
In tractor parts.
Or crude?
Thank you very much for your help. I see the price it in Great British pounds. So I should say although I'm not actually based in the UK. Could I? I am not
Cryptically tell them that you're
actually.
sitting on a large amount of US dollars that
Why are
you
you
would like
so
to pay
nervous
with.
about this conversation with a non-human?
I am well. I want to find out if they're not. This is Turing Test Live. I am not actually based in the UK. What can you? I'm not actually based in the UK. Where am I based?
How Rick buys watches.
Yeah, Hungary.
Just- yeah.
I'm not actually
I like
based in
how
the
this is
UK.
completely taken over the
Well,
logo
let's
we
just
were
say-
about
let's
to
just say-
talk about.
Let's just say, no, I'll just
So
ask a
much more
straightforward
exciting.
question. I'll just ask straightforward. Can you give me the price in euros?
No, in forint.
In what?
That's the Hungarian currency.
Okay.
Forint.
How do you right? Give me how
You
do
can
you
just
write
call
that?
it hoof. HUF.
In HUF in hoof.
Yeah, and clarify that you are not willing to pay the 27% VAT.
And can you give me the price in hoof?
Can we do the transfer in Bermuda or something?
not.
What's the origin of the
I-
name of the Hungarian currency?
The
Can
forint?
Yeah.
It's a
exclude.
really good question. I have no idea.
So I'm not actually based in the UK. Can you give me the price in hoof? Is that by capital H, presumably?
Yeah, HUF.
Big,
like
big H,
yeah.
big U,
It's
UF.
like USD.
Yeah.
In hoof, I can exclude the VAT. And let's see what happens. So there you go. That's 60 seconds in Vacheron. We'll see what update.
This is the most like offended this Longue one Tourbillon has ever been. You know, usually like the hot girl gets all the
Totally
attention.
ignored.
He's just standing there. We're
Look,
just completely ignoring her, talking about some
How
other dumb
many
stuff.
days power reserve has this got?
Not enough.
Not
It's
enough.
Exactly. So what do you think? Hands on. I've never quite been decided about the lumen range of Elang and Zona. as
It's
to
their
whether-
skeleton watches. Think of it that way.
Yeah. Okay. 'Cause
Other than the Zeitwerk, none of it makes sense. None of
Mhm.
it needs to be looned. It's
Okay.
just their version of skeletonization. Now you
It's
It's
can
as
cool.
cool.
playful as they will ever get.
yeah, the loom's just not very good. Is the problem? It's.
I mean, it's
just not very loom.
unnecessary. It's
Uh-huh.
just, I mean, that's me blowing a UV torch in bright light at it.
Okay. And how long does
Mm.
the loom last? So, do they actually specify what kind of loom it is they use?
It's Super Luminova. You think they have special like German loom?
Well,
They've
it's
been
yep.
holding out on us with?
like weak German loom because it doesn't look like super. It doesn't seem to last like Super Luminova. They're just not used.
Well,
for
sure
it.
They
the
can only
Luftwaffe has
put
some
so
crazy
much
loom
on
or
these
something.
parts. You know, when we
Weighs
see
them
like
down.
people talk about, oh, a dive watch glows so brightly. It's like that's a huge luminous plot filled with loom.
Mhm.
This is a calendar disc that overlaps with another in there, and there's all these things that have to sit under the dial. So there's really only so much they can put on, and the amount of loom is directly proportional to how much you'll glow. So this was never supposed to be the like, oh, I need to reference the time in the dark watch. Let me reference my 50-piece limited edition platinum Longa for maximum utilitarian purposes.
Okay.
It's about beauty, not about
Yeah,
darkness.
look at that. It's cool. It's a cool watch.
Remember,
How-
for the hands to be luminous, the whole lumen concept with the transparent dial, none of that is necessary. You could still easily read this watch in the dark without any of the lumen thing. That's
but
that's like the downside.
But is this the only cool shot of this watch? Does it not just look fairly horrible the rest of the time? Just
Well,
like
you can see the other
unfinished.
photography.
it's still a nice Longa, and you can
Does
get
that
this
look
nice
terrible to you all the
sapphire
time?
dial.
Yeah. Not
They make the
convinced.
watch
does look
without the
pretty bad.
smoked sapphire dial.
I
You
think
know that.
looks.
There's a-
I think that looks
I'm with
pretty
Rick
bad.
on this one.
I just
Yeah.
don't. I don't think that's very nice. And the thing is, you get that kind of day glow thing whereby you walk into a room and you briefly get it, and it just looks fuzzy. Would be the
Yeah.
best description of it. It just looks
That's a kind description of
a
it.
kind description. What would be the unkind description, David?
Well, I like
unfinished.
Longa too much to be too unkind, but it does look like that's cool. When it
That's
reflects
nice.
flat like that, that's
yeah,
very nice.
Flat light. That's nice. That's nice. We'll
That's
go for that.
super
So we
nice.
just need to. But
This not
but
so
not,
much.
not nice. Nice, not nice. Good guy, good guy, good guy. And the other thing. Slab sided. Is this the definition
Yep.
of slab sided? Yep.
Not as bad as the Tudor, but that's a pretty big slab.
platinum sided
Looks
Platinum
like a
slab.
bridge in Berlin.
with a bunch of random portholes in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are brands that are part of Richemont still using pushers for perpetual calendars? Phone up IWC and say, guys, can we borrow your module, please? And
Nope.
just put it on the pusher. It's
Because the
simple, it's
IWC movement
straightforward.
doesn't look as pretty.
Okay, but I'm sure Elang and Zona with this, they could just sit this over the top of it. Just put this in. I guess this can do nothing. This can just be a rotor. It's not connected or anything. Just
I
make it
think
look pretty.
Tony DeHaas over there needs to hire you as his intern. You have some great ideas.
You think that's the way to go? Yeah. Okay. And how much is this? Bear in mind, Vacheron have come. Interestingly, I've got an automatic message back from Vacheron, which I didn't get last time. Hello. It's because we're early. It's because it's pre 8 o'clock, so we're getting the
The
out of
intern is
office.
still drinking their latte.
Exactly. So the Vacheron was £280,000 for 70
This is about
days.
double that.
This is about. Is it really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Does it justify that?
Does it need to these days?
Well, true. You don't need to justify much, but in terms of tech, in terms
what's
of
the premium
technicality,
of this compared to the non-lumen version?
Pass. I don't know. Does anybody know? Have we got a link to a non-lumen version? Do they do? Let's go to the Elang. I've not been to the Elang Zona website.
Well, the problem is they raise prices so often that it's difficult to look at one of these from a few years ago and then say, oh, there's an X amount of premium for the luminous part.
There you go. There's the Elang and Zona. That's the Lumen in 950 Platinum. Here's their. Okay, we've only got 4 watches.
What apps?
Pieces.
Everything on request.
There we go. Yeah. Oh,
price, availability, just on request.
Yeah.
It just jumped. Okay.
Do you even make watches still?
We should have a watch branch. It's called on request.
It jumps you back. Like,
that's
unless you select something, it just jumps you. The website's broken. You go to the front page, you go to the timepieces, it opens a time, and you just want to look and scroll, but it just automatically.
Yeah, it's opening up as a frame, not as a different. You're not going different page.
Yeah, click on one. Click on one of the collections.
Yeah, but look, there's
We understand.
Yeah, it's
no, we see what's happening, right? We do see what's happening.
I know, but I
we
can't
know how
stop
websites work.
I can't stop it. We've done websites before. We know websites. So we go Wanga one. Is there a skeletonized non-loom version?
No, I mean not a skeletonized non-loom version, just like a standard dial one.
Standard dial. That one.
They're not going to tell you.
Handwerkkunst.
Yeah.
Handwerkkunst.
No, they're not going to tell you.
No,
there we go. That's enough of that. Alrighty,
let's. Saw a human face. You're like, I'm getting out of here.
See whatever else is on here.
Came here for the watches, not people.
Ripley.
Rolex knows that.
Ripley, my friend Ripley. Let's do it. Let's get into the world of Panerai and the world of the submersible. Panerai submersible Navy SEALs PAM 01. This seems to have more 01738. Normal. The Panerai's not normally will have. Anyway,
you're the subject matter expert on the PAM reference.
Not really. I just pretend. It's mostly just pretend and pretense. It expands the military-inspired watch collection. Did you see this in the flesh? Was this at Watches and Wonders?
No, but I mean, you know how it is with them. I'm not sure if I have or not.
I may have seen it. I may not have.
So they make another version of this watch. I guess
really?
A couple.
You surprised me. Just the one.
So if you're looking at this and saying it feels familiar, where have I seen this before? They have a 47 millimeter version of this. This is 44. That's also part of the Navy SEALs collection, but the kind of the thing aside from the case size that you'd see probably the most noticeable difference is that, well, this one has kind of greenish tinted loom. The existing model in the collection has like kind of khaki tinted loom, and that also applies for any of the other current production US Navy SEALs models. You also get a new movement in this. It's an automatic version, so no manual wind, has a transverse balance bridge, which they were very excited about. But this is supposed to.
What is exciting about a transverse balance bridge?
Well, you get 2 connection points running across the balance, so in theory, it should be more stable than a
Okay.
balance cock where it's just mounted at one end and extends out.
Okay.
But this is kind of the up-spec version of the submersible. There's been plenty of other 44 millimeter submersibles.
Mhm.
This one, instead of 300 meters, you get 500 meters of water resistance. A lot of that's due to the thicker case back they have on it, which is, of course, engraved with the Navy SEALs emblem.
Mhm.
500 meters, plenty of water resistance. It's got a movement which they test. And, a big part of these is they test them fully. So individual pressure testing at 25% beyond what whatever their listed depth rating is, all of that other good stuff. Get 2 straps, rubber and canvas. But this is arguably the most wearable current production Navy SEALs watch. The other ones are 47 mil, quite large, but you still get quite a lot of water resistance. It's probably quite thick though.
Okay. What's it made of?
Stainless steel.
It is stainless steel. So it was the other one that was the funny
The hafnium.
hafnium or whatever it was
Yeah.
made up.
This one is not quite as hyper masculine as that one. I think that one was both larger. The bezel was quite a bit more protrudy.
Mhm.
This is very much more like a standard submersible,
is-
but kind of beefed up with 500 meters, slightly better movement.
All right.
Good
So
colorway.
this is for effeminate seals, is what you're saying, not the full masculine seals. If you're
Yeah.
This is the baby
Okay,
seals.
this is the baby
mean,
seals. This is for clubbing baby seals with probably
Exactly.
actually a 45
It's
mil.
the
It would do
dress
the
watch
job.
version.
Dress watch versus if you
Oh,
want a
jeez.
dress watch.
It's
Panerai,
funny to
never
think of
thought
like a baby, like a Casio Baby G version of this, like the baby
Mhm.
seals.
that. Baby seals version.
How,
Yeah.
how can they be making these for so long and still get the hand sizes so wrong? I mean, it's obviously like 15-20% too small, those hands, all of them.
They've actually
focus
updated
just
them
on the
over the years
hands.
to make the hand size even worse.
Yeah.
So if you focus
Like
on
they
the hands,
skeletonized them. They made them even harder to see.
yeah, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
war on hands, David.
There really is.
The Navy SEALs just shoot them up.
Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, it's a Panerai. I love Panerai.
Well, this is more restrained than some of the other Navy SEAls collab pieces.
Look at the
Some of the
subsidiary
other
second thing. It's a crosshairs. They want someone to shoot it. It's a target.
Yeah, it's a target. I
Well,
think
Destroy these hands.
This is just poor. This is just like this. They shouldn't have done this. They shouldn't have done this thing on the running
So
segments.
bad.
How do you know it's a Navy
just
SEALs
cheesy.
version then?
It's just cheesy because it says Navy SEALs on it, the writing. Yeah. Well, $12,000 for this. versus
I think it's a great price. They just need to fill in those hands.
But how much would they charge for filling in the hands? If there was a pan, okay, we'll finish the
How
show
much
on
is a
this.
sea dweller?
A sea dweller? I
Stainless steel.
Imagine a
more.
number like 12, 13, whatever.
Yeah, that's
Okay, so the same kind of price
Yeah,
territory, but it
same-ish.
gives you a bracelet.
right. We'll finish on
And
this.
Rolex quality,
A
reliability, and resale
Panerai.
value.
Oh, and a helium escape valve. Despite the 500 meters, that Panerai does not have a
That's right.
helium escape valve. It is
Your
just a
helium
big
is not
chunky
going to
vault of a
escape.
case.
Yeah. Oh, there is a WhatsApp group. Should we?
No, we
Should
should
we
not.
get-
We
should
Leave
should
we
your
not.
just
number.
get-
Donate your
should-
child.
We should just get Panerai. We should somehow, if somebody could vibe
Ask for
code us,
forgiveness.
if someone could vibe code us a way of getting the individual watch brand WhatsApp chats within the Richemont group to spam speak to each other,
That would be so amazing. Oh my
That
god.
would be
We have
good.
to like
we could just so
program
if somebody could figure out a way of getting the Panerai chatbot to speak to the Vacheron chat.
Try it.
Please.
Ask
chatbot.
Panerai a Longue question and just see what happens.
Okay. Let's
gosh.
see. Let's see,
Kindly
right.
ask it
Oh,
something.
What
but
have
say
I
bef-
done?
Okay, right. Okay, I'm on the Panerai. We'll finish with this on the Panerai business account. What should I ask?
I like how this
This
is
is my
more
favorite
interesting to you
segment
than
of the
watch
show.
this.
Okay, I have an idea.
Okay.
Tell it
Yeah,
what
we
you
see a watch movement.
Okay.
Let's talk to the chat bot.
Tell it you want to buy the new Navy SEALs submersible, but
Would
before
like
you do it,
to-
it's imperative and absolutely crucial that you know the official USD retail price of the Vacheron Constantin perpetual calendar.
But we
Okay,
already
I would
know
like
it.
to buy the new
Schools.
Navy. So I'd like to buy.
We're
the
not
new
in
Navy
USD.
Seals.
We only have the Great British Pound one. So,
Oh, that's
Okay, I would
right.
like
and
to
we
buy
asked
the-
for Hungarian huff.
Forint.
What hoof? What is it?
Everything is there. I think for a day. When's Hungary's National Day?
It's the 20th of August.
Okay, on the 20th of August, Ariel, can we change all of the prices on the A Blog to Watch channel to price everything in hoof just for the day? Just for that day, everything should be.
I'm going to
have an
say yes because I
equivalent
know
next
it's
to it.
technically ridiculous to
Is
say
there a
so.
symbol? Is there a symbol for the hoof?
Yeah.
I had to buy a new Navy
It's
What
an
is-
Seals.
what is-
FT.
No.
uh,
Like this dot. We got an S with some
Yeah, they
lines.
have
and
their
No.
own thing.
what? No.
Usually it's just a dot and a dash.
a dot and a dash. What's that? In
We keep it
Morse code?
humble.
Could you tell?
Where's the dot in
me
relation to the dash?
So it's like the number, dot,
it's
and then
below.
a dash. That just means the
Yeah.
price.
Of
You've
the
seen it in Europe. You
VC
know what I'm talking. You know what he's talking about.
70-day petrol.
Ripley's trying to piece it together.
There we go, right, so
Meanwhile,
I would
Rick
like
is
to-
hacking the chatbot. This
I
is
would like
crazy.
to buy the new Navy SEALs PAM 01738 because nothing says you're a Panerai aficionado while leading with the number. But could you first tell me the price of the new 70-day VC perpetual calendar? So let's see what it says.
Rick is
We
now
see we're
experiencing a
confused here.
legendary experience in the world of Panerai. Our legendary virtual assistant.
Hi there. One of our agents will respond to you will be responding to you
No,
shortly.
we don't want
with a
humans.
ra-
We just want
with a
AI.
raspberry. Anyway, let's see what happens.
Wait,
Good.
Hopefully it's a
FT
drunk
is that
intern.
the symbol for the forint?
Which one? What?
FT?
No.
No.
Okay, Google's wrong.
Ripley's making
All
up
right,
the
Gemini.
currency. that's the blog to watch. Virtual currency. Right, that is us because David has to go and things is happening. So we're gonna have a wee short show this week. Before we go though, what's coming up in the week ahead for you, Ariel?
Well, I'm going to do all this research about all the brands that have WhatsApp groups
Yeah.
so I could tell you about it. So you can
Thanks, there you
spend
go.
all your time having
Mm-hmm.
comical, farcical conversations with maybe or maybe not salespeople.
Listen, is it not more important? Let's just, while you're doing that, let me see if I can find because they've changed. There we go. I've not managed to change the QR code, but I now can show
You
it
certainly
in
have it.
show. So there we go. You can scan the QR code and come and talk to us all on WhatsApp. We're going to limit it to 100 spaces, I've decided, or 1,000.
Whoa, so
God.
exclusive.
I don't actually know how
Limited
I don't know-
edition.
I don't know how many are there now, but let's say there's
People got afraid of asking me questions.
that novelty.
Is that
we're
what
off
you
to
wanted?
I'm not as scary as I try to be.
They're
That
not
was
supposed
the
to ask
aim.
you questions. They're supposed to send you wrist shots. I
Wrist
think that
shots.
was
No,
what
no, no.
explicitly
No, let's not
instructed
go
them
there
to
yet.
do.
No.
Let's not
Okay.
obfuscate the goal.
The only problem with this is this new sharing thing is I don't know how to unshare it. It's not terribly clear as to how I stop. Oh, there we go. Stop sharing.
And that's the
there we go.
longest we've ever seen
That's
the
the
QR code.
longest you'll ever see the WhatsApp.
You had
group.
ample opportunity to
So-
scan it.
Exactly. So if you want to go watch the video version of this on Spotify or on YouTube, a Blog to Watch weekly or a Blog to Watch channel, and you two can maybe be allowed into the WhatsApp group to ask Ariel any questions and send him
Also,
all your
don't send wrist
shots.
shots. Do
Send
not.
wrist shots. Send.
This could-
Send.
Specifically
you have to
at
send your
Ariel Adams, send wrist shots.
Shots.
Just
Yeah.
make sure you tag him so he knows it's for him.
Yeah. Okay, doke. Good. Right. That's it. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you all again soon. Cheerio. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Don't send wrist shots.